This is a moment, of course, I want to bring in. I will not even wait for this particular interview. My guests today are very special to me because I've had an opportunity to interact with them for almost 1 week, an entire week on the golf course at the Royal Nairobi Golf Club. We have definitely, on my immediate left, is, of course, the head coach, advisor to the Royal Nairobi Golf Club team that took part in the Tannahill Shield tournament 2019 that was held last week. Anajulikana kama Charan Sethi on my immediate left. Then, of course, in the middle, we have Ikinu Wambogo. Ikinu Wambogo, of course, is a junior player of Royal Nairobi Golf Club. Together with my good friend Njogu Kungu on my further extreme left. Karibuni sana, gentlemen. Let me start, of course, with the advisor and the coach. Also, the head of professionals at Royal Nairobi Golf Club. Together, also the chairman of the Professional Golfers of Kenya, Charan Sethi. It was a tight battle. 1 point, of course, in the senior category. 1 point. The juniors won it. 1 point, I'm sure, was good, a good feeling. But for the juniors, it's something that says a lot about the future of golf in Kenya.
Yes, it does. Firstly, I want to say it was too tight for comfort. But you know, they say that when something is very, very tight and goes down to the wire, the excitement and the fun of winning it becomes even better.
That's right.
And that's what it was this year. And all thanks to my fantastic junior players. As a club, we have always tried to nurture junior talent. And even as a country, golf is now a sport where the juniors are being encouraged to play. You saw at the Kenya Open, the president even presented two medals to two young juniors who played. He's very, very keen on growing junior golf. And so at Royal, we've been producing junior golfers for a very long time. I personally was also a product of the junior academy at Royal. I was lucky enough to get a golf scholarship in the US, and I would like to encourage all the juniors in Kenya to strive towards that. Very true. Bringing in junior.
Ikinu Wambogo, I mean, how do you balance? You know, golf is a game that is very demanding. I understand you need to train, like perhaps, you know, take a round of golf or get a time with your professional during the week. How do you balance between classwork, between your social life, between watching Manu being beaten? How do you balance between all this, Wambogo? How do you do this and then also train? How is a day like? So, because people think perhaps golfers are very special, they are very unique, they're out of this world. But you can tell them that we are normal human beings with tight schedules as well.
Yes. It comes down to good time management skills and also working with the time you have. Also, you also have to do a lot of night reading, morning reading when you're in school, but it always ends up paying off, as you can see.
How is it? Just tell me for a normal day when you're going to school and you're training, how does it look like from morning when you wake up? Okay, I know you wake up at, I know you wake up at 6, unless you don't tell me you wake up at 11 a.m.
No.
How does your day like when you interact with it, but then in the evening, how does that simple day look like?
So I wake up around 5:30 and I do the morning preparations. I'm in school at about 7:30 and school ends at 3. So thereafter I go immediately to the golf club and I hit about 150, 200 balls with the coach here. It's also good to get guidance because if you don't practice the right thing, there's no point of practicing. So when you have good eyes like our coach here, Sharon, then you always make the best use of your time. Thereafter, about 7, I go back home and start reading.
Wow. It is a simple, yes, they are normal human beings. So at least you ask, oh, what do my golfers know? They're normal human beings, and that's how they start. And also, we have Njogu Kungu. I got the opportunity to talk to him last week when he was just finishing his round of golf on Wednesday. And golf can be played by anyone, Njogu. Golf can be played by anyone, right? And what do your parents say about this particular sport? Do they support you?
Yeah, actually, my parents fully supported me. Actually, about 2 weeks ago, my dad passed. But before he passed...
our condolences.
Yeah, thank you. But before he passed, he made sure that I performed my best in this tournament. And I believe that we did exactly what he wanted.
And what do your friends say? I'm sure right now, after they saw you also on social media, now they're seeing you on television. My friend, now your ratings have shot up. Now, what do your friends think about you playing golf?
Well, they're usually not really interested, but whenever I tell them I have this big tournament I'm playing, or I have this scholarship I'm looking for, they're always so interested that how can golf be doing this for you? Even me, I want to start start playing. But also they fully support us. Now, actually my best friend, Kobe Gachiramo, we also play together. I've known him for very many years, so we grew up playing this game. So if you have company like him, you just keep playing golf.
Oh, very true.
Yeah.
Charan, I mean, I mean, let's just demystify this. Most people think it's an elitist. We are trying, as a station, K24, as Sports Hub, we are trying to tell people that golf can be played by anyone. We have many low entry levels of those who want to participate in golf. How does it come about? Because you also have the heart of being the PGK, Professional Golfers of Kenya Association chairperson.
Yes, that's the thing with golf is that over the past few years, it's really become accessible to everybody. You know that Golf Park was one of the first public courses that was opened in Kenya, so it became a lot cheaper for people to play. In the old days, yes, it was expensive to join clubs, and that's where elitism came from. You had to have a lot of money to be able to play golf. Even buying a golf set was expensive. But in today's world, they've made clubs cheaper. When I say clubs, I mean like the clubs that you use to play. They have something called starter sets, which people can invest in. They are a lot cheaper than they used to be. And then you have places like Golf Park, which is a public course. You know, a lot of our members at PGK actually come from the caddy ranks. So there in itself is a great example to show you that anybody can play this game. Almost 80% or 70% of the professional golfers today come from the caddy ranks, so, and they are doing very, very well.
A caddy, for information, if you don't know language in sports, a caddy is a person who carries that golf bag for the player. That's the caddy. Unajua Bwana Pro even anakuanga na jargon. Of course. Ikinu Ambugu, what are some of the challenges? Just in a nutshell. Later on, of course, we'll be bringing in Kobe Gatiramu. Kobe Gatiramu, of course, helped the Royal as well as part of the team that ensured that Royal won the junior title. He's here. He'll talk to us in a bit. But Wambugu, challenges that you faced in golf. You're a normal human being. I'm sure that those challenges, perhaps you had an injury, or perhaps you were told to do assignments, or those kind of stuff.
I think time is a very big challenge when you're in school, because sometimes you have an exam, but you also have to play golf. So you also have to maneuver your way around that situation. Also, practice. Sometimes golf, very small things mean a lot. So when the small things are not working, then you can have a big collapse. And yeah, so there are not a lot of challenges when it comes to golf, but when you have coaches like this who help you all the time, then the challenges become very small and very few.
Very true. Just in a bit, of course, Njogu, I just want to ask you, why golf? Why golf? Why not table tennis? Why not banta? Why not ajua? Why not swimming? Why golf?
Well, I was introduced to golf at a very young age, like around 3 or 4. In fact, me and Ikinu, we have been neighbors for like the past 16 years. So his mom and my mom were just like, that time Tiger Woods was a very big name. They were like, Aya, let's just make our sons try and bring this sport. Then as we grew up, we just loved the game. Like, it was a priority. It just became a priority. So it's just a passion. I just say it's a passion.
True. This game of golf starts early. Myself as well, I say golf at Kakamega Sports Club. When I was 8 years old, 10 years old, with 2 golf clubs. Yes, I think I had a wedge and some 4-iron or something. So definitely golf can be played by anyone. Yes, myself in Kakamega. I come from Malava constituency in a place known as Chevayua. So I'm a normal human being. So I play golf. So anyone can play golf. So of course, just before I bring in my other special golfer, Kobe, he's raring, he's bubbling with a lot of information about his challenges. I'm going to, of course, show you. I know Njogu Kongo loves swimming. And take a look at how Njogu Kongo cheated in swimming during a particular competition.
And I can see Johnson Logan has the lead. It's quite clear, but what's happening in the stand? Look at Henry Bisoku. What is happening here? Come on! What is happening? Enough!
Yeah, Njogu Kongo is the guy who did a belly flop. No, we are just kidding. That's not Njogu Kongo. Kongo is a good swimmer. And of course, this is K24 Sports Hub. If you're joining us, I'm your Leo Sabantunukola. Today is a dedication to the Royal Nairobi Golf Club junior team. Today with their coach, they've done wonders. And of course, we wouldn't have finished this interview without having Kobe Gatiramu. Gatiramu is one of the 4 juniors, should be one of the juniors who took part in the Royal team and enabled them beat one. They beat Western Kenya, and Western Kenya was a conglomeration of teams from Rift Valley, Eldoret, Kakamega, and Nyanza. And Royal managed to beat them, of course, with the help of Kina Njogu Kungu, Kobe, as well as Ikinu Wambugu. Just before Kobe akipumua, for I understand the wires were being mic'd left and center. Let me bring Charan. Charan, if someone wants to come to the range, a junior golfer who wants to come and just feel like how clubs feel like, how balls feel like, my audience cuts across and they're interested, even if you just come in to see someone play or just hold a club. Someone, these things they just see on TV. How is that accessible at Royal?
Not a problem at all. In fact, we have just formed something called the Royal Junior Golf Academy, and we are encouraging as many juniors to come join us. So yes, you're more than welcome. Come and see. We have about 4 or 5 coaches with us. So even if you just want to come and have a look at what we do, during the holidays we have junior clinics about 3 times a week. So the kids can come along, watch what the other kids are doing, and hopefully gain some interest from there. As a club, we are a members club, but when it comes to the junior coaching, we encourage the juniors to come. Even if their parents are not members, we allow them to come. And by the way, it's free of charge. So please bring the kids along, yes.
Certainly. Now you know. Kobe, of course, has finished his practice on the range. Now he's ready to talk to us. Kobe, when you were playing the juniors, I'm sure there were crowds that had come to watch you. Were you feeling butterflies? Because me, in fact, when I'm just having my 4-ball and there is a starter there, I tremble a lot when I'm on the tee box. Do you feel anything? Do butterflies run in your stomach when you're about to tee off at hole number 1?
Yeah, that's actually something I was talking about with my friends. The first tee shot on Friday, this was like my first time ever playing Tannahill, and I was on that tee box and there were like almost 100 people to 150. There was just so many people, and I looked at my partner and I said, it's a good thing you're teeing off on this hole because I haven't yet come to my senses about the nerves. But as we went on in the weekend, I would talk to Charan and see me on the course, he'd tell me, just calm down. Then I managed to turn the nerves into motivation, because you'd sink a putt and you'd shout and people would shout with you. And that's after that I wasn't nervous at all. I was excited and I was pumped, and I just wanted to get out there and play whoever I got.
Wow. That's the lesson I missed when I was still young. Wambugu, some of the people who, your friends, I'm sure perhaps you didn't bring the entire junior team. You can, us, Sisi Waluya, we like sending salams. You have a chance to say hello. I'm sure I mentioned some of the people that you train with, you play with at Royal or wherever. I'm sure they'll be happy to hear their name. Just the way I'll be very happy to hear your name, Kwalanda, having covered you in the tournament.
I'd like to say hi to Mutahi Kibugu, Zubair Khan, Steve Orinda, Leo Zurovac, Matthew Wahome, the whole Royal Junior team as a whole, yes.
Royal, your screens better be on K24 right now.
Of course.
They better be. Of course, I'm a Tuma Salam. I'm forced Wambugu to do what we do in our tradition. But of course, Charan, some of the people at Royal who have really ensured that we have such individuals, such juniors, such talent. And I'm very happy that in the near future, in our next Kenya Open or the next one, I'm sure I'll be talking about Kina Kobe. I'm sure I'll be talking about Kina Kungu. I'm sure I'll be talking about Wambugu. Those are the names that you heard. Some of the people who are pushing this at Royal, who are they? They'll feel nice to be mentioned.
Obviously, the whole board, led by our chairman, Mr. David Gaido, our captain, Mr. Bernard Maura, is a very keen golf supporter. We have our junior convener, actually who happens to be Kinu's mom, Nancy Kinu. She's very, very keen on this. We have gentlemen like John Washira, who's a past chairman. I want to mention also one of our senior professionals who has actually been my mentor all my life. His name is Elisha Kasuku. He actually even brought us from a very young age and enabled us to turn professional. Kudos to him. But there are so many people at the club, you know, your past captains, your past chairmen, all the junior committee right now, our board obviously. So yeah, just to mention a few.
Very true. Very true. Charan Thethi, the chairperson of the Professional Golfers of Kenya, and also the head professional at Royal Nairobi Golf Club. Also the coach and advisor of the 2019 Tannahill Shield team of Royal. Kobe Gatiramu, congratulations, of course, for ensuring Royal win. Ikinu Wambugu, good job, keep on doing that. My good friend Njogu Kungu, he couldn't be able to stand the scene of himself watching himself swimming and doing the belly flop. But Njogu Kungu did a good job, was amongst the team that, of course, that particular team that ensured Royal wins the junior title. Thank you, of course, gentlemen, for enabling this show happen. And congratulations, keep on doing it. Never stop, never tire. You have Charan, you have many advisors. Keep on doing what you have to do. I have talked to you about this. When I'll be here next year, I want to speak about your name during the Kenya Open. Gentlemen, Njogu,
Of course.
Kongo, Gatiramu, Wambogo, and Charan. Thank you, Royal, for ensuring that you have such talent. We appreciate you. We'll continue supporting you in any way we can. Asante sana, gentlemen, for making time.
Thank you very much.
This is K24 Sports Hub. I bring you the people who matter, the talent that is growing. Watch out for their name. Watch out for their faces.